Hello everyone, this is Yashi speaking live from the ET CIO Conclave. Today we have with us Mr. Niket Joshi from Confluent. Hi, sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for inviting me to this lovely event.
Okay, so our first question for you is, as consumers demand instant financial experiences, how critical is the shift from batch processing to real time data streaming?
Sure. I mean, it's a very important ask by the customer because nowadays our customer base itself is changing. Till now, we used to have people of 30, 40 plus age, right? Like customers like me or my parents and so on. But new customers, which are Gen Z, which are coming into the industry, they are not having any kind of patience. They want everything, every outcome, every data, right? Just on a click of a fingertips. And that's why providing data in real time and shifting out from the batch kind of a model, it's very important. So it's the boom which industry needs now.
Our next question is, how does an event driven architecture enable financial institutions to detect and mitigate fraud at the millisecond level?
Yeah, again, that's a really good question. And financial frauds are very critical, especially for the country like India, where a lot of consumers are there and we are having various payment systems. When we move towards the event driven architecture, right, we are actually making different components for each and every model. So as and when, let's say, transaction is initiating, we can have a different set of service which can track the transaction and validate whether it could be fraudulent or in the back end whether it's a duplicate transaction or some kind of a malicious activity the same customer pay or payer has happened in the past. So with the help of EDA, we can actually try to fast track this process to respond to the fraudulent event and reduce the false positives.
Right. Our last question for you is,
Sure.
what is the primary technical roadblock for legacy banks trying to implement data streaming at an enterprise scale?
Yeah, so the major is our existing ecosystem and existing set of systems which banks are using. Those are built on the mainframes and the legacy framework. Now, getting data out of those kind of a system in a real time is a big challenge because they cannot implement something which can impact their existing transaction processing. Otherwise, customer will start complaining. So that's the main roadblock, and then processing those data because somehow you fetch the data from those legacy systems. Then how do you process it in real time? So those are the main challenges which industry is facing, and we are helping them to solve it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for valuable insights. Stay tuned for more updates.